You thought marriage was about love? It started as a transaction, sealed in blood, power, and betrayal. Long before vows were whispered under moonlight, marriage was a weapon. In ancient times, it was a contract between families. Love had nothing to do with it. In Mesopotamia, daughters were traded to seal deals. Refusing could spark war. Marriage wasn't sacred, it was strategic. In Europe during the Middle Ages, marriage was political chess. Royal children were married off before they could even read. Some brides were just 12 years old. Love? That was for poets. The crown came first. But the dark core of marriage was obedience. In early England, a husband could legally discipline his wife, as long as the stick was no thicker than his thumb. They called it the rule of thumb. Romantic, right? Across cultures, women were property. In ancient Rome, a bride would transfer from her father's authority to her husband's like livestock. The Latin word for marriage? Manus. It literally meant hand, but not in a gentle way. Even weddings had a sinister twist. Ever wonder why brides wear white? Queen Victoria popularized it. But before that, brides wore red, gold, even black. The white dress wasn't about purity, it was about wealth. Only the rich could afford something they'd wear once. In some cultures, widows were expected to follow their husbands into the afterlife. Literally, some were burned alive in funeral rituals. They didn't grieve, they vanished. Fast forward to the 1950s, marriage looked shiny on the outside, but inside the house, silence, control, and pressure. Divorce was taboo. Women couldn't even open bank accounts without permission. Happy home? Or a well-decorated cage? Today, we post rings and flowers, but the echoes of history are still there. The traditions we romanticize were once rooted in control. And the question remains, are we marrying for love? Or still living by old rules in a prettier costume? If marriage wasn't built on love, then what else in history isn't what it seems?